In the heart of the African savanna, there lay a beautiful kingdom called Serepa. This kingdom was ruled by a wise and kind lion named Leo. Leo had a majestic golden mane and a powerful roar that echoed across the plains, making everyone feel safe and protected. He was strong and brave, but it was his fairness and kindness that made him truly beloved. Serepa was a paradise where all the animals lived in harmony. The land was full of tall, green trees, flowing rivers, and lush grasslands. Elephants played in the rivers, zebras grazed peacefully, and monkeys swung joyfully from tree to tree. Everyone in Serepa shared their food and helped each other, making sure no one went hungry or felt alone. One sunny day, Leo noticed something unusual. The birds were flying around in a panic, and the usual cheerful sounds of the animals were replaced with worried whispers. Leo, sensing something was wrong, decided to investigate. He walked gracefully through the kingdom, his eyes sharp and ears perked, determined to find the source of the animals' distress. Leo walked to the edge of his kingdom, where the dense forest met the open plains. There he found a group of frightened animals. Zebras, antelopes, and elephants were all gathered together, their eyes wide with fear. In the middle of them stood a group of mean hyenas, led by a sneaky and cunning hyena named Scar. Scar was known for causing trouble. He always wanted more power and more land. His eyes gleamed with malice as he laughed at the frightened animals. Scar turned his gaze to Leo as he approached, a sneer forming on his face. "Ah, Leo," Scar said with a mocking tone, "your kingdom looks ripe for the taking. Step aside and maybe I'll let some of your friends go." Leo stood tall and brave, his golden mane shining in the sunlight. "Serepa is a place of peace, Scar. You can't take it away from us. Leave now, or you will regret it." Scar laughed a chilling laugh that echoed through the air. "You think you can stop me? You're too soft. The strong take what they want, and I want Serepa." Leo shook his head firmly. "Strength is not just in power, Scar. It's in doing what's right, even when it's hard. We will protect our home." With a mighty roar, Leo scared Scar and his hyenas away. The other animals cheered, feeling safe again as the hyenas retreated into the forest. But Scar turned back and shouted, "This isn't over, Leo. I'll be back." Leo knew that Scar would return, so he decided to gather his trusted friends to make a plan to keep Serepa safe. His best friend, a smart and speedy cheetah named Zuri, a wise old elephant named Rafiki, and a clever meerkat named Timon all came to help. They met under the shade of a big baobab tree, where the air was cool and calm. Zuri spoke first, her voice steady and sure. "We need to be ready for when Scar comes back. We should make friends with other animal groups and help each other." Rafiki, who had seen many seasons come and go, nodded in agreement. "Yes, we must ask for help and protect our borders. We should also seek guidance from our ancestors. They have always shown us the way in times of need." Leo agreed with them. "Let's send messages to our neighbors and train our young ones to be strong and brave." Timon, ever the practical one, added, "And we should also set up lookouts to watch for any signs of danger." The animals worked tirelessly, preparing for the day Scar might return. They sent envoys to neighboring kingdoms asking for support and forming alliances. They trained their young ones to be alert and ready, and they set up lookouts to keep watch. The spirit of unity and determination spread throughout Serepa, and everyone felt more confident and prepared. Months passed, and the kingdom of Serepa grew even stronger. The animals continued to live happily, always keeping an eye out for any signs of trouble. But one night, under the light of a full moon, Scar and his hyenas launched a surprise attack. They sneaked into the kingdom, causing chaos and fear among the animals. Leo was awakened by the sounds of panic and rushed out to see what was happening. He quickly gathered his friends and led them into battle. The night was filled with the sounds of growling, roaring, and the clash of claws. The animals of Serepa fought bravely, but the surprise attack gave Scar's forces an advantage. In the midst of the battle, Leo faced Scar. The two circled each other, their eyes locked in a fierce stare. Scar laughed a wicked laugh. "You should have given up, Leo. Now I'll destroy everything you love." Leo roared back, his voice filled with determination. "We will never give up. We fight for what's right." The battle between Leo and Scar was intense. They clashed with all their strength, each determined to win. Despite the chaos, Leo saw his friends fighting valiantly beside him, and this gave him the strength to keep going. As the first light of dawn began to break over the horizon, the battle raged on. The animals of Serepa, led by their brave king Leo, fought valiantly against Scar and his hyenas. The once peaceful kingdom was now a battlefield, with dust rising into the air and the sounds of roars and cries echoing through the savannah. Leo, despite being tired and injured, continued to fight with all his might. His golden mane was matted with dust and sweat, but his eyes still burned with determination. He knew that the future of his kingdom depended on this battle. As he glanced around, he saw his friends fighting courageously beside him. Zuri, the cheetah, darted around, using her speed to outmaneuver the hyenas, while Rafiki, the elephant, used his great strength to protect the smaller animals. In the midst of the chaos, Leo spotted Scar, who was snarling orders at his hyenas and causing more destruction. Determined to end this once and for all, Leo charged towards Scar, his powerful legs propelling him forward with incredible speed. Scar noticed Leo approaching and turned to face him, a cruel smile spreading across his face. "Ah, Leo, come to surrender?" he taunted. "Never," Leo roared, his voice filled with resolve. "This is for Serepa, for peace and for justice." The two rivals clashed with a thunderous force. They circled each other, each one looking for an opening to strike. Scar lunged at Leo, but Leo dodged and countered with a swipe of his powerful paw, knocking Scar back. The fight was fierce, with neither side willing to back down. As the battle continued, the animals of Serepa began to rally around Leo. They drew strength from his courage and refused to give up. Zuri, Rafiki, Timon, and all the others fought harder, determined to protect their home and their king. Leo and Scar's fight took them to a rocky outcrop overlooking the battlefield. The sun was rising, casting a golden glow over the savannah. The sight of his beloved kingdom gave Leo renewed strength. He knew he had to end this now. With a mighty roar, Leo launched himself at Scar with all his remaining strength. The impact sent Scar sprawling to the ground. Leo stood over him, his eyes blazing. "This ends now, Scar. You will never harm Serepa again." Scar, realizing he was defeated, tried to scramble away, but Leo was too quick. With a final, decisive blow, Leo struck Scar down. Scar lay motionless, defeated at last. The hyenas, seeing their leader fall, scattered in fear and confusion, fleeing the battlefield. Leo stood tall, his chest heaving with exhaustion. The animals of Serepa gathered around him, their faces filled with relief and admiration. They had done it. They had protected their home and stood up for what was right. Zuri approached Leo, her eyes shining with pride and gratitude. "You did it, Leo. You protected our home." Leo smiled, though he was weary. "We did it together. We stood up for what is right, and we protected each other." The animals began to cheer, their voices rising in a joyful chorus. They hugged and congratulated each other, relieved that the battle was over and that their home was safe. Leo looked around at his friends and his kingdom, feeling a deep sense of pride and gratitude. In the days that followed, the animals of Serepa worked together to rebuild their kingdom. They patched up the damage and made their home even more beautiful than before. The spirit of unity and determination that had helped them win the battle continued to guide them as they restored their beloved Serepa. Leo, now more respected and loved than ever, continued to lead with wisdom and kindness. He knew that the victory over Scar was not just a physical one, but a testament to the power of standing up for what is right. His story became a legend, told to young animals to inspire them to be brave and just. Serepa remained a place of peace and happiness, where all animals lived in harmony. The lesson they had learned was clear. By standing together and doing what is right, they could overcome any challenge and create a better world for everyone. And so, the peaceful kingdom of Serepa thrived, a shining example of courage, unity, and the enduring power of justice.